But getting back to the point you made, I think it's a really interesting one. I don't think we're good at handling low probability, high risk events.
Yeah.
So, we know they're out there. And let me go one further, Stephen. So when I worked in Intel, so I worked in Intel for 32 years. I mean, we never saw pandemics or major viral outbreaks as an intelligence requirement. No one ever told us you need to be up on this thing in case the worst case scenario happens. It's kind of like a meteor strike, right? We know it's going to happen one day. What the hell are you going to do about it? Now, I'm not comparing pandemics to a meteor strike, but we didn't have the tools. Mm-hmm. We didn't have the requirement. We didn't have the priority to say, monitor medical channels or monitor public health officials or monitor nations' health ministers to see what they're saying and what they're hiding, what they're lying about. I think that's changed right now. But I just read an article for a local newspaper that it's a parliamentary newspaper here saying, like, how do you collect on viruses? What do you collect? And if you collect something, who the hell's going to understand it? I don't know about you, but I don't read medical journals and I don't read the latest, vaccine testing protocols. Mm-hmm. So if you're an intelligence analyst with the FBI or the CIA or MI6 or CSIS or whatever, you got to understand what you're collecting. And if it's all scientific jargon and all this stuff, I mean, I can't do that. So what do? You start hiring scientists to be your spies? Or do you give this stuff to the scientists to look at? I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. I'd be very surprised if any Western intelligence service going forward from this doesn't have at least a moderate effort devoted to staying on top of, and not quite predicting, but kind of monitoring the situation so that the next time this hits, we don't do such a shitty half-ass job as we've done with this one.
Yeah, or no ass job almost. But yeah, I mean, I obviously we can't repeat history, which is really annoying because sometimes it'd be interesting to see, well, what would have been otherwise. But I mean, I think most people agree that these Floyd protests probably were a lot worse than they could have been because people were stuck in their homes for 2 or 3 months doing nothing. Yeah. And it was like, God damn, I'm ready to get outside and let's go.
A lot of frustration, a lot of pent up, wanting to do things. And it's almost like a perfect storm, right? Because this is the first time in either of our countries this has happened. So what is it about this particular time? And I think you're right. I think people are just, they want to do something. They want to get out. And this just happened to be the one catalyst. It's too bad it couldn't have been a more positive thing. Yeah. They got people out in the streets to celebrate and dance and all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, the other interesting thing that, I don't know if you've seen this, I've seen it. People worried about these mass demonstrations calling for, police force defunding, Black Lives Matter. What if that spreads the COVID virus more? Because I don't know about your country, no one's staying 6 feet apart in my country in these demonstrations, which is what we're supposed to still be doing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I imagine there'll probably be some spread. I think that for outdoor areas, it's significantly harder to spread things. Yeah. Indoor, the air is sterile, or not sterile, but it's sterile. Yeah.